Picture this. You are standing in a driveway, holding a set of keys. You have just signed the papers, and you feel a sense of pride, a sense of arrival. Society, your parents, and your peers all applaud you because you have secured your piece of the world and finally become a responsible adult. But here is the inversion most men never catch. You didn't just buy a house, you sold your next 30 years of silence. The moment you signed that contract, the machine changed your status. You are no longer a citizen with agency, you have become a financial product. They call it the American dream. But if your freedom depends on 30 years of uninterrupted monthly payments, how free are you really? A mortgage isn't just a loan, it is a leash that whispers in your ear every time you think about quitting the job that drains your soul. It tightens every time you consider taking a risk, taking a break, or simply taking a breath. You think you are building equity, but the system is actually building your obedience. If you've started noticing the patterns others ignore, you're in the right place. Silent Rules is where we name the things society prefers to keep hidden. We build this channel for the mind that refuses to be managed. This is Silent Rules. To understand why a mortgage feels so heavy, we have to look deeper than your bank account. We have to look at your conscience. Friedrich Nietzsche made a chilling observation in The Genealogy of Morals when he noticed that the very foundation of modern morality was born out of debt. In German, the word for guilt is Schuld. It is the exact same word for debt. This is not a coincidence, as the system doesn't just want your money, it wants your belief. It wants you to feel that being behind on a payment isn't just a financial lapse, but a moral failure. You internalize your debt as a judgment on your character, feeling as though you are not just in debt, but guilty. Nietzsche argued that early societies developed punishment not to maintain order, but to help people remember what they owed. Today, you don't need to be flogged in public to feel remorse. You just need a missed payment and a late fee to feel like you are apologizing for your existence. This is the first layer of your golden cage. You are bound by consent disguised as responsibility. Niccolo Machiavelli never saw a credit score, but he would have admired the elegance of it because he understood that the most obedient citizens are not the ones chained by force, but the ones who chain themselves. Nothing pacifies a population quite like giving them the illusion of power while quietly tightening the leash around their future. Think about the milestones you were taught to chase. The degree, the promotion, the 30-year mortgage. These aren't just goals, they are soft control. When you give a man just enough comfort and a taste of the dream, he will spend his entire life trying to hold on to it. He won't revolt because he is too busy paying it off. The system prefers a citizen in debt because a man who owes the bank is a man who is predictable. You monitor your own tone at work and suppress your instincts because you are afraid of what a lower credit score might do to your reputation. Machiavelli would call this a masterpiece of political engineering, a society that behaves not out of fear, but out of financial obligation. Alan Watts once said, "You were taught to be a good player in a rigged game." We grow up believing that building a life means tying ourselves to decades of debt and calling it maturity. But that's not adulthood, that's domestication. Look at the cycle. You borrow to go to school to get a degree, to get a job, to pay off the loan. Once you do, they tell you you're ready to start life. But now you need the car, the house, and the wardrobe that says, "I've made it." You can't afford it, so you borrow again and again. This is the performance of adulthood where every milestone looks like progress, but it's just a shinier version of the same cage. You aren't building a life, you are financing a performance. You are accumulating props rather than growing. The version of you being rewarded by the machine isn't the real you. It's the efficient, predictable, and palatable you. The machine doesn't want you to stop and ask what you are actually building, because if you stop, you might notice how tired you are. Debt hates stillness. It requires you to keep running just to stay in the same place. Real freedom doesn't come when you pay off the debt. It comes when you no longer need to borrow. To exit modern feudalism, you have to change your posture. You don't need to burn down the bank. You just need to stop believing in the story they sold you. First, calculate your exit months. Freedom is math. How many months could you live if your income stopped today? Each month of runway you add is a month you buy your silence back from fear. Second, try the anti-decadence diet. For the next 90 days, cut one subscription and delay every non-essential purchase by 72 hours. This small discipline recalibrates your desire. Needing less is the ultimate structural advantage. It makes you impossible to control. Third, refuse the courtroom. Stop explaining your choices. When you justify why you live smaller or why you turned down the promotion, you are begging for permission. A short statement ends pressure. A long explanation feeds it. The system can't imprison you if you no longer play its game. You weren't born to serve a spreadsheet or to exist between due dates. You were born to be the author of your own script. If this made you see the bars of your own cage, don't just scroll past. Step out. It's time to stop borrowing value from a system that profits from your insecurity. If you are ready to reclaim your life, leave one word below. Reclaim. Stay. Listen closer. These are the silent